I would encourage all Georgians to make it known that you will not vote at all until your vote is secure.
Amazingly, those comments came from a pro-Trump lawyer trying to make the case for voter fraud in Georgia. Not as surprising. Republicans are worried Trump's continued campaign against non-existent election fraud could cost them the Senate. Politico writing today, Trump's quixotic bid to undo his election defeat, as well as his baseless allegations of widespread voter fraud, could blunt GOP support for Georgia Senators Kelly Loeffler and David Perdue. Still with us, Baratunde Thurston and Michael Steele. So, Michael, it wasn't just Sidney Powell. It was another pro-Trump lawyer who was saying, don't go vote in the election, that these elections are all rigged, you have to fix them. I mean, you kind of just want to hit yourself in the head and say, what are you doing? This is a runoff that Republicans need.
Stupid follows stupid. Come on. No, let them go, baby. Let them go. You know, here's the conundrum. And it's not even a conundrum. It's just the way it is. So for 8 months out of this year, Donald Trump and a lot of these very same people told Republicans across the country, oh, man, you know, you don't want to do vote by mail. It's rigged. It's fraudulent. Don't do it. Don't do it. And the state parties largely sat silent. They said nothing. All right. And guess what happened? Yeah, the Democrats beat them at it. So now you get to this runoff in Georgia, and they're sitting there going, fellas, we need this vote to come by mail because it's the dead of winter in January. It could be raining, snowing, or whatever. We're in the middle of a pandemic. And now they're telling them, no, don't go vote. So listen to them. I mean, you'll get the results you're going to get. But the reality of it is, why are we pretending that there's some intelligence here about the voting process? We know it's not rigged. We know everything that's coming out of what we heard or what you just showed and what Trump has been saying is a bold-faced lie. And if people want to believe that and take their chances for the local party, for the state party, then they're going to get the result they're going to get.
Baratunde, I mean, it is still seen as an uphill battle for Democrats to win both Senate seats in the state of Georgia, despite the claims that the election is not going to be fair and Republicans shouldn't go out and vote. Despite all of that, it's still going to be a difficult path.
It will. And in moments like these, I go to Stacey Abrams' Twitter account and I do whatever she tells me to do. And I would encourage anyone who's invested in the outcome of this election to just do what Stacey tells you to do. In the meantime, you know, this Republican Party has so invested in voter suppression that they're willing to suppress their own people's votes. And I don't know if that's the snake eating its own tail or a chicken coming home to roost, but it's some kind of lesson with animals that says, you know, you live by disinformation, you die by disinformation too. And they're reaping what they've sown. And it's sad to see because it still undermines the general project of self-government we're all invested in. And I hope it's a short-lived dalliance with authoritarianism that we're experiencing right now.
It's some kind of lesson with animals. It's like, I don't know, Animal Farm or something. Baratunde, the president's going to be down there. Does he help or does he hurt? What does he do in that election?
Donald Trump distracts. Donald Trump spreads COVID. Donald Trump exacerbates pain and expresses no empathy in a nation where so many people are dying every single day. You had earlier on your program the mayor of Long Beach who lost both of his parents. I've lost one parent in my lifetime, somewhat recently, you know, in the past few decades, and that still stings. I cannot imagine that there's anything good that truly comes from this outgoing president showing up at any place in this country right now.
Michael, what do you think?
I would agree with that. I love the way Baratunde put it. You know, he's spreading COVID, he's spreading disinformation and lies. And those who want to, you know, traffic in that will do so. And those who want to believe it will do the same. As for the rest of us, if you're in Georgia, go to Stacey Abrams' website and do what she tells you to do. And if you're a Republican and you have your wits and common sense about you and you want to hold the hedge against the Biden administration, then you will get yourself an absentee ballot and participate in the process and not risk your own health the health of your neighbors and friends or your family. This is not a complicated metric here. This is not some secret formula that we're all in the back room kind of making up and just sort of putting out in dribs and drabs. We have been very clear from the very beginning of this election season what's at stake and what it will take in order to participate. And so if you really want to participate, you will safeguard yourself. And the easiest way to do that is to contact your local election board, request a ballot by mail, vote, return that ballot, and wait for the process to unfold. There will be no cheating. It is not rigged. And the only lying you're hearing is coming out of the president's mouth and the folks that you saw in that clip.
Time, though, is getting shorter. And if you want to do that, you got to do it now. Request that ballot and return it pretty quickly. You want to give the Postal Service more than enough time to get that ballot back, especially as we are entering the holiday season or Hanukkah and Christmas. A lot of mail out there. You don't want things to get delayed. Baratunde Thurston, always good to see you, my friend. It has been too long.
You too.
Michael Steele, same to you.